Today we're going to see if I can beat the chess odds website ELO STEALO, which gives you unique challenges based off of a rating differential, as you can see here, 250, 500, 750, 1000, and Magnus mode for any challenges over 1000 ELO gap. I have a chess.com rapid rating of over 2400, which means that any player which I go up against which is under 1400 rated, we're going to be going Magnus mode, which makes that very likely. And as you can see here, this potential Magnus mode option called Crank would only give me 5 turns to play the game of chess. If I run out of these turns, then I have to resign, and I can only gain more turns by capturing a piece. As you can see, I can get 3 extra turns for every piece I capture. So these challenges are pretty fun and interesting. I'm going to load up a 10-minute rapid game against the pool, see who we get paired with, and then select one of these challenges, and hopefully should be able to win. Alright, so I'm getting paired up with a 1000 rated player. Let's click Magnus mode. I have to start with SS. Can't move my CH or E pawn or land any piece on the CH or E files. Wow. That's an interesting one. So essentially, my H file is off limits, my C file is off limits, and was that E as well? And my E file is off limits. So good news, I didn't play pawn E4, which is what I was potentially going to go for, and actually checked what the challenge is first. I guess that I'm going to be fianchettoing. I don't think castling would count as moving a piece on to the H file, because that's what the rule is as well. Can't land any chess piece on those files. Of course, they can start there. Otherwise, I would just be resigning move 1, I guess, which wouldn't be very smart. So currently, this is all fine. I just have to make a mental image of these guys being all off limits, which is pretty annoying considering the C pawn is one of the most useful and explosive pawns in the game. But for now, my opponent doesn't have to know what I'm up to because, well, I'm just playing normal King's Indian setup. And I can even execute d4, which is a pretty normal move as well. Wow, but funnily enough, I can't take this pawn here and get the bishop to come out, because then I would be putting a pawn on the c file. So I guess I'm just going to fianchetto my other bishop and try and put my knight here like this as well. Yeah, looking more at this, it's going to be extremely difficult to make a move. I'm going to need them to make some pawn tension, make something of the pawn tension in the center. Otherwise, I'm never going to be breaking out. So I guess I'll just play some knight developing move like knight d2 and pretend that everything is fine. I can play a4 because I could technically capture that pawn as well. And now things are getting a little bit shifty. Maybe I can try rook a3. Problem is rook a2, knight b4. So maybe I can play rook to a3 and queen to a1 to try and get something going over here. Okay, finally they capture. Oh, my rook is hanging. Whoops, the rook a3 was not good. Okay, back to this. Now they're going e5. Uh-oh. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. How do we make this work? Okay. I think a5 is good, because if I can deflect the knight away, then I can capture this pawn in the center. And if they capture with the pawn, then they've created, the bishop is loosened up, and also they'll have this weak pawn over here. Okay, that move makes some sense, for sure. If they want to trade with me, then I'm very happy to do so. But I can't play bishop a3, because then knight c3 wins the game, because I can't move my queen to e1, so that's a little bit troubling. I guess I'll capture this for now. I should also go for b4, I think, to try and deflect one of these guys away. So let's play b4, trying to deflect them away from the d pawn. Okay, trying to make the most of it. It's not terrible, but it's going to be extremely difficult, I think, in the long run to continue making progress. Yeah, I was unable to take that because otherwise they would have won a piece because my knights were overloaded. So if I took this one, then they would have won on d2, which is something I just realized, and that's not good because I couldn't take the knight and then take the pawn like I wanted to, because I can't go to the e file either. So yeah, pawn e5 is a good move, a very good move here, and I'm in serious trouble of losing this game. I suppose I can try queen d3 for now, bishop f5, queen to b4, trying to at least tickle the pieces. And you know what? At least that we have some open files to operate on. I've got the D file, the B file, and the A file, and that's about all I've got going for me. Okay, bishop c3. I'm relatively happy to see that move. I'm going to capture that. Okay, they capture with the pawn. I think that's a small mistake, because now I can bring out my rook to the d file. And if they push this pawn forward, I mean, that would hang a knight. So obviously I can't take the knight, but they don't know that, luckily. And that means that they shouldn't play this move d4. Okay, and instead they move their knight out over here. Oh, that's a good move, though. That's a very good move. I'm in serious trouble. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm going queen b4, knight c2, rook takes pawn. I need to start seeing some blunders here, because otherwise this is not going to go so well. I mean, actually it's not a very good move, because they're dropping both center pawns, which would leave the knight very loose. But I can't do anything about it, you know? So all I'm going to say is that I'm very glad that they don't know what the rule set that I'm playing under. Queen comes out to e7. Okay. I want to play knight e1 or something. If I could play knight a1 to guard the pawn. Oh, man. This is pretty rough. What to do? I have no way of defending this pawn. I guess I'll go rook a4. Try and give up the pawn and then get this one. I mean, bishop d7. No, bishop d7 I can play queen b4. So that's a little trap. That's a little tricky one. Yeah, bishop d7, queen b4, and the problem is the two queens are seeing each other, so they'd have to trade, and then my rook gets away. So we're basically preying. We're preying on one trick, and that's not a good spot to be in. And of course they play knight takes c2, which is a great move. Okay, I'm going to capture this pawn, supposedly threatening this, but not really. Also supposedly threatening the knight, but not really. Yeah, we're going to look a little fishy when we're not taking any of these free pawns. I can't even transfer the rook to the g file, which might be able to attack. Gosh. Yeah, so if I have a free piece here, but I can't take it. I'm so uncoordinated. Wow. Hold on. Can I play rook a7? Confuse the audience? Confuse everyone? Rook a7? Maybe there's something to it. I don't think there is anything to it, actually, but it's at least a little tricky. Of course, the idea is that if they take it, I have a mate. Bishop to b7 is a good move, though. And on bishop to b7, I don't really know what I'm doing. I suppose I just trade the rook. Rook takes. I want to play queen takes, but then rook goes to d1. Oh, wait a minute. I'm winning now, right? I captured the queen. And now I'm threatening a mate if they take my queen. Ooh, oh no, I cheated. I have to resign. No, the tactic didn't work. Oh. I was relying on phantom threats. I couldn't actually take the queen. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? Put me back in. Put me back in. I want another go at that one. Okay, I'm going to try that one more time. Let's run it back. No E files, no C files, no H files. I think... No, the plan is still to play the knight out to f3, because f4 isn't really doing anything. And we need to play on the D files and also on the queen side, because there's so much less space on the king side with these two files gone, whereas the queen side only has this file gone. So I think this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's play some... No, I can't play a London system. No, I think this fianchetto was good. The only problem is I needed to start pushing on the queen side a lot more, I think. Yeah, this is the way. Right, bishop f5. Big deal. I'm going to play bishop g2. They can play bishop c2 here, of course, but they're never going to do that. And even if they do, I'll just move my queen, and it will look very strange, but at least I will be okay. Okay, a3. a3, let's go b4, bishop to b2. I was so close to not noticing that I cheated in that last game and just taking the win, because it was a completely winning position as well. We just won a queen threatening the back rank, but Of course, it was an illegal capture. Let's pin to win. Why not? Not like I can put any pressure on this pony here, but maybe exchanging the bishops is a good idea. Or maybe not. No, the bishops are probably much better, aren't they? Because the knights might actually just get stuck navigating the board. Because they're short distance pieces. I'll just be... Let's play b4. Try and expand on the queen side. Do something like this knight maneuver. And yeah, like rook to the b file. I need to open up the queen side. Play like queen d2. Try and get a knight over here. And if I can get them to capture this way, then I'll open up the b file and I can start to invade with my rook. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty decent now. Sure, I'll exchange the bish. And I have to play with this knight and pray that they don't, for some unknown reason, put their knight on c3. It looks like I blundered this. Oh no, the tactic doesn't work. I was going to say it looked like I blundered this. Okay, good. If they blundered and captured this pawn, and I capture this way, I wouldn't actually be able to capture that, which means that the tactic doesn't work. But luckily for me, they saw that, which means that I'm fine. So this is a rare moment where your opponent playing well is actually good for you. And if they played worse, then it would have been bad. So much appreciated to my friend for finding that. Okay, I have to play rook to d1. I mean, this is such a stupid, ugly move to have to make when a pawn defending it would do such, you know, it'd just do a much better job. But I can try and play f3 g4. I think that's probably the plan. The only issue is if they play bishop takes c2, I'll look like such a mug, because I'll not be able to capture it. Okay, let's kick the knight away for now. I'm really happy to see queenside castles, by the way. Really happy to see queenside castles. Because now we can start to get a little bit frisky on the queen side. Maybe go in and capture some pawns. Knight to b8. Interesting. I want to play f3. The problem is f3... f3 is probably just not that good, to be honest. I think... I mean, what do I even care? Why do I care about defending this pawn? I'm just going to go in. Let's start scaring them with the queen. And I need to be able to develop my knight into the game. Okay, a6 is an excellent move for us to see. I think I should take that. That seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Now we are softening up the king even more. Time to get that knight in. The knight can access via a5. And if I drop Carl, I don't care, because no one ever cared about Carl anyway. I've realized my d-pawn's hanging as well. And I can't go knight e4 or knight c4. Or, I mean, I can't go knight e4, which would be probably the normal response. So hopefully I'll just sneak this one right by them. Okay, we didn't sneak it right by them. What to do? Let's put the knight on b3. Once again, I'm in a bit of a shifty spot. I really want to be able to play bishop to f1, because that would make my bishop so much stronger on this diagonal, but I just can't, so that's sad. But you know what? Losing the d-pawn gave me access. It gave me good access over here. So I think it was all worth it. It was all worth it. Bishop takes pawn. Knight c6. No, I can't play knight c6. That's annoying. Knight c6 would have been a pretty funny move, because then this knight hangs. Well, well, well. I almost want to play rook d3. I just realized that maybe I should be trying to get rid of these pawns, right? So I should be setting up exchange sacrifices on like the d3 square, for example, so I can transition you into a d-pawn and then get my bishop to f1. That's an interesting idea. I think I'm going to try that. I need to get my knight over here, move this rook out of the way. I mean, okay, this is just wishful thinking, to be honest. This is just wishful thinking. But luckily my opponent is thinking, so maybe I can just win on time. Maybe I can just win on time. Bishop goes there, fantastic. Trade my dud bishop. I do not care one bit for it. Keep trying to invade with the knight. Knight c6 would have been such a nice move. I really wanted to play this, but sometimes you can't get what you want. Ooh, oh no, I can't take that. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. Hold on. I can play this. Let's say rook here, bishop takes, knight a7, king moves, takes my rook. That doesn't seem too bad. Oh no, I can't play knight c6 in that line and win the queen. Hmm. Damn. Damn. Okay, whatever. Maybe they'll calculate it all and then won't take the pawn. But I'm very doubtful. Okay, well, they're technically losing here, but I can't do much about it. Hopefully they'll go king b8. But that seems like a more obvious blunder to the fork. Of course I would take the knight. But yeah. Okay, maybe they'll see the fork. Maybe they'll see the fork. I hope. Come on, see the fork. Oh man. Okay, I'll take the knight. Doesn't guard the pawn. Honestly, I want this pawn to die. I hate this pawn. This pawn is the bane of my bishop's existence. Maybe I can promote Andy. Okay, we're still threatening this, obviously, but they don't seem to see it. We're also threatening this rook check, but their queen's guarding it, so I'm just going to pray that they do something like move the queen out of the way. Then I can trade it and then go and collect the rook. Wow, that was a weird move. Oh, good move though. I mean, okay, it's terrible move because their queen's still being forked, but they're defending with the queen. Oh my goodness. What the hell, man? I can't kill them. Okay, drop back. I'm almost disconnected there. I don't know what's going on. I need to play. I'm gonna play knight b5 and then no, it doesn't work. Nothing works. Oh my goodness. They're getting away with it. This is gonna be the lowest accuracy game ever because this tactic's just hanging forever. Okay, move my queen back. I don't want to play queen a5 because then they'll go queen c7 and they'll force off a queen trade and then I'll lose instantly. I mean, I'm losing already, but I'll be even more losing. I wonder how long this c6 pawn's gonna hang for. Yeah, this guy's literally winning because he's not seeing the tactics. Which, honestly, maybe this challenge is easier against higher rated players. I have no idea. Okay, good. I can capture that. And capture that, which means that now my A pawn's passed. And I'm threatening this. Okay. Whatever. Sometimes you gotta push Andy to get the victory. You know, there's a little something. I got some hope. I mean cope. Okay. Sure. Let's check here. Try and get the rook back. Wow. That's aggressive. Queen to a7. Idea is that if the rook goes here, I can try and play f4. Oh, it doesn't work because my rook's hanging with check. Whoops. Okay. Rook to the d file. It has to be. No e, no c. No h as well. Remember, don't put in an h. I guess I want to go f4. Guard my pawn. The rooks are all activating. It's all unraveling. But they only have 1 minute 40 seconds. They only have 1 minute 40. Okay. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Queen is coming back. F4 is on the way. Queen b2 is legal. Come on. We're so close. Okay, f4. Let's go. Keep that king in the center. Okay, check. See if I can. Ah, I cheated. No. I'm playing a blitz game. This is the last one. This is my last attempt at it, and I'm gonna do it in blitz. Okay, 1200 rated player. We are playing blitz. What is my last shot at this challenge? 5 minutes plus 0-second increment. Hopefully the flag will be possible. I'm this challenge. I think the challenge isn't impossible because I was definitely about to win that one on time, but I forgot. I forgot. Okay, b3 bishop to b2. Yeah, the h file is so deceptive because I don't need to use it, but then all of a sudden I used it. Okay, fianchetto. e5, loosen it up a bit. I don't know if trading pieces is good or bad for me yet, to be honest. Let's just do this. Try and get my other knight into the game. All right. a4. Looks fairly normal so far. A little fishy, but you probably couldn't tell that I'm up to funny business yet. Drop back. Okay. Gonna transfer the knight to the queen side because it looks pretty good over there. And most of all, I'm just trying to play fast. Play fast. Attack the queen. Queen e5 wins the game because I can't take it. But luckily they're not interested in that. I'm gonna keep repeating because there's a fair chance they'll just capture this knight because they'll get annoyed of it. And it is an annoying pony, so maybe capturing it. No? Okay, whatever. I'll move right back. See if I care. I could have taken the knight on f6, but I kind of feel like I need to keep this bishop. It feels like a pretty essential part of my game plan. Oh my god, if they capture this, I will be so happy. The rook will be into the game, and then maybe we can even grab the horse. Okay, please capture my pony. It's a very good pony. You want it. You want the pony. Come on, take it. I'm trying to hypnotize them. Take the pony. Take the pony. Come on. Nope, they don't want it. Fine. Guess I'm going to d2 and then g5. I'll give you a pawn. You know you want the pony. Come on. No? You don't want it. Well, you can't have it because I'm going to checkmate you instead. How about that? f6, bishop takes f6. This is legal. The f file is legal territory. Captures. We capture that. Okay, this is very good. This is a very good sign. I can win a pawn here. But that doesn't seem very... No, because then I can't play e3. I guess I'll drop the bishop back and try and do a rook lift. Okay, they're not interested. Let's play bishop f3 to g4 to get into the game. Guess I'm dropping back. Okay. Bishop is now in g4, attacking the pawn. We capture that. I can't play queen e4, okay. And I can't play c4. This is very troubling. C4 is the move I want. It's so disharmonious. I don't know what to do. I'll go b4. Try and get my rook involved some other way. The e6 pawn is loose. I just realized the e5 also wins the game here because I can't play queen e3, which is not good. But they don't see it. Let's play f4. Try and close up the file. Imagine g4, hyper aggressive. Okay, I'm going rook a4. Maybe take the pawn. Maybe I'll double up and try and invade. I think the double up makes sense. Okay. That doesn't seem amazing. Let's play this. Of course, b2 is not possible. Rook a7. The question is, will they see a queen sack? And is it even good? I just realized I can't take the e6 pawn. What's this bishop even doing? Oh, brother. Okay, let's drop back and then maybe play rook a7. There's still potential for a flag. There's always flagability. Let me grab that guy. Uh-oh. King g2 is safe. And I can always play... Oh, they can force the... Oh my goodness. Queen e4 would have made me resign because I would have had to move my queen to a random square. Oh, man. No, yeah, because I would have had to block with the bishop and then hang my queen. Rip. But I'm fine. Let's go back. Threaten a mate. Queen e4, bishop f3. And then you have to go queen g6, which is pretty icy. Oh! Checkmate! Managed to sneak it in there. GG's. Finally got the win. Oh my goodness. That challenge was pretty tough. I think it's borderline impossible if they knew what my restrictions were. Because, yeah, then they can just exploit you like crazy in the opening. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was quite fun to make. If you want to see more challenges like this, or maybe even as a challenge live stream kind of thing, let me know if you'd be interested in coming on to that. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one. Bye!